Welcome dear student. So student, we have already started a chapter study of sound of class 9 and this is a part 2 video of this lesson, and for part 1 you can check out my playlist. So let's start a part 2 video of this lesson. Okay, sound. So what is a sound? Again I'm repeating. So sound is a form of energy which creates a sensation of hearing in our ears, and sound travels in the wave form, and at any moment during the propagation of sound wave. Now propagation means when particles of a sound are vibrated or oscillated. Okay, so at any moment during the propagation of sound wave, we would find alternate bands of compression and rarefaction. So student, you can observe a diagram on the screen. So we can look at here, this is a region of compression where the particles are tightly or compactly arranged, and here it is a region of rarefaction where the particles you can observe very loosely arranged. Okay, so student, compression is a region where the density of sound is greater or the density is very higher, and rarefaction is a region where the density is very less or it is a region of lesser density. Okay, now let's see a sound wave graph. Now student, you can observe the diagram on the screen in which three parts are there. First A part, B part and C part. So if you observe the part A here in this diagram, it shows the changes in density or density variation. Now here you can observe the C region and R region. Now what is the C region? It tends for the compression and R for rarefaction. So at C part the density is higher and at R part density is lesser. So this is how density changes. At some point it is more and at alternate point it is lesser. Now diagram B shows, figure B shows changes in pressure. Now due to the change, first shows the changes or variation in density and B part shows the variation in pressure. Sometimes it is more and at next part it is lesser. And diagram or figure C shows changes in density or pressure, both. Okay, so at C part you can observe the distance, crust, trough. So these all we are going to cover in our next coming slides. Okay, so now let's understand the terms related to the graph of a sound waves. Okay, now first is a wavelength. So what is wavelength? Wavelength can be defined as the distance between two successive crust or trough of a wave. Now here I have in our previous video I have told you what is a crust and trough. So crust is a region of compression or the upper part of the sound wave, and trough is a region of rarefaction where the density is lesser. Okay, so on the upper part you can observe the crust and at the lower part you can observe the trough. Okay, so distance between the two successive trough crust or two successive trough is called as a wavelength of a sound. It's just simple. Okay, so this is the distance between two crust, it is a wavelength, and again the distance between two trough is the wavelength. Okay, and wavelength of a sound wave is indicated by the Greek letter lambda. You can observe the symbol of a lambda. So this was all about wave. Now next term related to sound wave diagram is frequency. Now let's see what is a frequency. So here you can observe the diagram in which on the upper part you can see high frequency wave, and at lower part you can observe the low frequency wave. Now let's understand what is it. So the total number of wave produced in 1 second is called the frequency of the wave. That means in 1 second if 10 waves are produced, okay, so the frequency will be 10. And alongside you can observe the high frequency wave. So if the pressure is more, so high frequency wave will be produced, and if the pressure is low, so below diagram you can observe the low frequency wave. That means the frequency of a sound will be less at a low pressure, and frequency of sound wave will be more at high pressure. So this is a high frequency wave and this is a low frequency wave. That means pressure is less. And the units of frequency are called as a hertz. And it is indicated by again a Greek letter nu, and you can observe the symbol of nu. And the value of frequency determines the pitch of the sound wave. That means sometimes it is high or low pitch. Now next term is amplitude. Now what is amplitude? Let's see. Here again you can observe the same diagram. Wavelength, crest and trough. You know this, all the terms. Now amplitude. So the maximum displacement of wave from its mean position or the maximum value of pressure or density is called as a amplitude. Now the maximum displacement, okay, for suppose this is our y-axis and this is our x-axis, okay. So it is amplitude is a maximum displacement from its mean position. I have indicated with a blue circle. It is a mean position. From this a wave is starting, okay, and reach to the maximum height. So this is a height of the wave is called as a amplitude, okay, height of the maximum height of the wave, and it is indicated by the letter A. Now let's see the time period. So the time taken for one oscillation of pressure or density at a point in the medium is called the time period, and it's indicated by T. So again here you can observe the diagram in which you can see the period, okay. Now what is the period? It is a one cycle to complete one crest and trough. This is a one oscillation, and to complete one cycle or one oscillation, whatever time will be required, it is nothing but the period, and it is indicated by. So student, that's it for today, and I hope you all have understood very well. Thank you, and next part we will cover in our next session. Thank you.